All right, we are back after the wedding at the awesome hotel. Hoping to have a pretty good time. So from your perspective, we were in the crowd, you were in the wedding. What are your thoughts on how it was executed throughout the evening?
You know, it was a really good vibe. There was a lot of good teamwork. You know, the cooperation throughout the night was absolutely superb. I thought the execution on the groom's part was absolutely outstanding. You know, the bride could have done a little better job. But other than that, you know, I thought the overall night, the ambiance was just absolutely amazing.
I like that. I like that. And also, you know, you may have had a hand in it, you may have not, but from a food perspective, they got us in and out. Food was good in my opinion.
Food was good.
What was your thoughts on it?
So you are absolutely correct. I had my hand in absolutely every dish. So if you had anything like the mac and cheese, my hands were in that dish. So if you had a little taste of something weird, that was probably something that was on my hands. But other than that, the food was absolutely outstanding. I thought everybody had a great time, enjoyed their food. So overall, perfect.
So it sounds like from an overall standpoint, wedding went fantastic. If I could ask one thing just to kind of close this out, what would you say your favorite part of the evening was?
You know, I polished off about 3/4 of the bottle of Johnny Walker Black, so this interview is probably kind of kaput here.
Yeah,
because I have no idea what I'm saying, so I appreciate you guys standing by here.
We appreciate you being here. Back to you, Tom. It's been a great night. So, in your opinion, you know, the wedding, there's a lot of distractions. They executed pretty well. How do you think they did overall with the wedding process?
I think they did pretty well. I mean, with all the distractions they were given, that's all we can ask for.
And back to your favorite part of the wedding, what would you say that was?
I would say Vinny's little boy and free alcohol. You can never go wrong.
If you could have your own wedding, what would you have done differently?
Oh gosh, smaller dance floor.
Smaller dance floor.
Yeah.
All right, back to you, Tom. Pretty good little wedding. A lot of distractions out there. How would you say they executed the wedding?
I give it a 7 out of 10. Camp was a little haywire, but overall the ceremony was solid. So
ceremony was great. Ceremony was great. What would you say? The food was pretty good. Would you say?
the food was solid. Good food, and you compliment it with good drinks. It just makes for a great evening overall.
Yeah, got people in and out. Got people in and out. The dance floor, though, of course, was led by little Vinny himself, killing it out there. Were you maybe jealous or you know, envious of his moves?
You know, I don't think I've been that flexible in over a decade, so I have respect for the little guy. He stole the show and did it honorably.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. First off, you know, main question I have, you and I both traveled pretty far for this wedding. In general, how do you feel about the whole situation?
I feel like you have a big stick.
Feels like I have a big stick. I was referring to the wedding. Did you enjoy the wedding? We'll talk about the big stick later.
The wedding was amazing. The bride was beautiful. The groom was handsome. Worth the trip.
What's your favorite part, maybe, of the evening?
The twerking.
Twerking.
Yeah.
And you're quite good at that, by the way.
Yeah, the mac and cheese was very creamy.
The creaminess of the mac and cheese. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, it was definitely worth the drive.
1,000,000%.
You have to start talking too.
I already talked.
Yeah.
I have a dog. That's about it.
She's got a dog, ladies and gentlemen. What would you say your favorite song of the evening was?
The windows, the wall,
So the sweat dropped down my balls.
Yeah.
Oh, skeet, mother effer.
Yep.
So my question is, you all both have glasses. You lost yours maybe in a drunken rant.
No, wait, they're in my hand.
There they are. We found them. Don't worry. How did y'all lose the lenses? Because I didn't lose the
That's
lenses.
the thing. That's like the thing. You have to take the lenses out. How do you even see?
How do I take my lenses out?
You pop them out.
Can we?
Which way? Push.
Popping my lenses out at this point.
Pop it out. I will later. Yep.
You say it's a better look or a worse look?
Much better.
Much better look. What was your absolute favorite thing of the evening? You first.
I really liked their exit where we had all the sparklers out. That was really fun.
Sparklers, good call.
The daughter father dance.
That'll get you every time. We are here after the wedding. at Hotel Avalon. We have someone very special. How was your overall feeling of the evening?
Lovely. Absolutely fantastic.
Louder.
Absolutely fantastic. The whole deal planned out by Katie and Vinny. They did an absolutely wonderful job. Couldn't be more happy for the two of them.
What would you say out of the evening was your favorite part?
Watching the two of them get married and then dancing with Katie. Absolutely awesome time.
So, Vinny, pretty special guy, right? Nowhere near as special as your daughter, of course. We're all happy to see them together. From your perspective, being a part of the whole situation and handing her off to Vinny, what kind of feeling was that?
It was kind of sad at one point, but you know what? He's a great guy, very deserving. I know he will love her and take care of her, and I wish them all the best. I will always be her dad.
And I ask a lot of people this, but what would you say, food-wise, what would you rate it, and what was your favorite part of the food?
I love the chicken. It was great.
The chicken was good.
The cake was awesome. The cake that they had was absolutely awesome.
So you're out there with the glow sticks, kind of ripping around there a little bit. It's your first time handling glow sticks, and
No, I have a wild side. Not too many people know.
Okay, well, we'll keep that under wraps. I would say, overall, very proud and very happy of the entire evening.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier. Both Katie and my other daughter, Sarah, they're both fantastic young ladies, and they're both married to terrific gentlemen. And I just know they will have a great, successful, and happy marriages, and I wish everybody the best.
Well, we appreciate you taking some time for us here. Back to you, Tom. So, what's your name?
Alan Shield.
Alan Shield. So, what would you say maybe your favorite dish from the food standpoint was?
Mac and cheese, for sure.
Mac and cheese. It's a favorite. The mac and cheese is a
Mac
favorite.
and cheese.
And then I saw you out there kind of dancing. You wanted to, you didn't want to. There was one song that got you. What song was that?
Get Low. Little John.
Little John?
Yeah.
Gets
Is
everybody.
that Little John?
I don't know. Dude,
Yeah.
Little John? We don't know. Somebody knows. We don't know. Well, I know they're happy you were part of the evening. What would you say your favorite part of the whole evening was? If you could lock it down to one
favorite
thing.
part was the wedding, our table. Our table was the best.
Was that part of your table?
Yes, you were. That was the best part of the table.
We had a good table.
Good
That,
table.
that was the best part?
That's the best part.
Hey, appreciate it, man. What's your name?
Scott Slappy.
Scott. And how did you meet the lovely couple?
I met Vinny, surprisingly, he was selling boats. We bought a boat from his shop, and several years later, I started wakeboarding with him. And,
So you showed him how to wakeboard.
I taught him how to wakeboard.
You heard it here. He showed him how to wakeboard.
He's still learning, but I taught him how to wakeboard.
You can only teach the guy so much.
He's still working on it, but we're going to get there.
Yeah, well, so, what would you say maybe from a food standpoint, your favorite maybe meal of the evening was?
Golly, they had what was it? Chicken salad on a ginger snap, which on the surface you wouldn't think chicken salad goes on a ginger snap, but holy, that shit goes on a ginger snap. It was delicious.
Right on the ginger snap.
I mean, it was delicious on the ginger snap.
I agree with you.
I loved it.
I had a couple of those. I don't even branch out when I'm
Like
eating.
I'm only
and
eating.
I love
I'm
those.
only eating chicken salad on a ginger snap.
That's the only way to do it.
That's all I'm doing.
It's the only way to do it. So if you were to have a wedding sometime in the future with who knows who, what would you say you would take away from this wedding that you would definitely add to your wedding?
I would take away that I wish I had a son there like Finn that could take all the pressure off of me.
This is good. We appreciate you being here with us this evening.
Absolutely.
Pretty great evening, would you admit also?
Oh yeah, Vinny knows how to party.
Vinny knows how to party. So we're here with a very special guest. From your perspective, I know we're in the crowd. We see a lot of different things, but you're kind of in the wedding venue and the wedding action. What would you say your favorite part of the evening was?
Well, actually, I think Finn stole the show. Little Finn,
Yeah, you're.
his son,
Yeah, you're.
little dancer. Oh my God!
Do you agree?
I really didn't know that he was the dancing fool. But he did pretty good.
Yeah.
There's just a little thing though. When they walked down the aisle to the altar, he was supposed to carry a sign that said, "Here comes the bride," but he didn't want to do it because his plan was he was going to dance. He wanted his hands free. Yeah.
Had to have the hands free to be the.
The other day it went fine in the rehearsal, but when it came to the actual thing, the sign never made the cut.
That's great. So overall, your feeling for the day, you feeling pretty happy? That's cool. I'm sure it's awesome to see everything that's going on. What are you feeling?
You know what? The one thing, just talking to everyone, they just really like Vinny here. He's got a great personality. He's a lovable guy, and especially I was talking to his boss, and the respect between the two of them is just amazing.
Yeah.
So,
last question for you. I appreciate you taking some time with us this evening here on 101.1 The Zone. What was your favorite part of the meal, would you say? There's a lot of food. What part of the food was your favorite?
I'm a chicken guy, so I just have to go with the chicken.
The chicken was great. We appreciate you coming on with us this evening. It's great to meet you. Back to you, Tom. With two very special women. Would y'all say overall you enjoyed the night tonight?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was a beautiful night.
What would you say, first off, where are y'all from?
Bradenton, Florida. Florida.
Both Florida. So y'all, how long was the trip?
7 hours.
7 hours. So you would say 7 or 8, depending on who's driving, right? So would you say that the 7 or 8 hours is worth the trip for this evening?
Yeah.
100%. What? There was a lot of stuff going on. I know y'all are probably kind of mediating things. What would you say your favorite part of the dinner was, food-wise?
The mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese is a favorite. Both of them like the mac and cheese. And I saw both of you dancing to a few songs. What would you say out of the DJ playlist was each of your favorite songs that really got you going?
Salt shaker.
Salt shaker?
Britney Spears.
Toxic. Nice. What would you imply to your future marriage that you experienced tonight?
That experience tonight?
What would you, oh man, I really want that in my wedding.
I want Katie twerking at my wedding.
Okay, Katie. Hey, Katie.
That's something. Yep.
I can't really ask you that because you're already married.
Yep.
But I guess I could ask you your favorite part of the entire evening was?
The ceremony. When Katie walked in. It was beautiful.
She looked incredible.
Yeah.
It was great. Everybody had a great time. We really appreciate both of y'all joining us this evening. And I just met this fine gentleman. What's your name?
Kurt Backus.
And what is your affiliation with the groom or bride?
We work together.
All of you?
Yes.
Nice. What do you think your favorite part of the evening was?
Favorite part of the evening is seeing their first dance together and just how much joy and love that they had for each other.
Really pretty wedding in my opinion. You think that, they had a lot of really cool stuff going on, do you agree?
They had a beautiful wedding. Most beautiful wedding I've ever seen. I'll tell you what, it was absolutely fantastic.
Everybody's right there with you.
Okay, I didn't try the mac and cheese.
You should have.
Well,
you messed up.
I had double chicken.
You messed up.
That's what I hear.
So if you could tell Vinny one thing that he really needs to improve on at work, what would you say?
He needs to sell Super Amuma instead of G3s, or Tigers,
what the
or
hell
whatever else.
What even is a G3? No one knows. It's a razor, I believe.
No idea.
I think it's a razor for Gillette.
It is,
Okay.
absolutely. It's
So
only
it's-
got 3 blades. You need 5 blades. What are you talking about?
Right? So the guy needs to sling more Lumbas and Supras, is what you're saying.
He is weak.
Weak.
He can't even. I tell you. Oh, am I on camera?
We're on camera.
Oh, I tell you what.
We
Vinny,
are.
I'm sorry.
Talking about his
Well, we'll
weakness.
talk about that later after a little bit more. Grant Cardone.
Hey, we really appreciate you working and going on your honeymoon. You may not have a job when you get back now. But
Enjoy your honeymoon. I tell you what, it's going to be the best time of your life.
we are here at Hotel Avalon. And who do I have here? You have to talk pretty loud.
Sarah?
Sarah. I just met Sarah. Sarah, how are you involved in this entire situation?
Katie is my sister.
That is fortunate or unfortunate?
We're gonna go with fortunate.
Okay, we go with fortunate. You did an incredible job with your speech. I will say. How long did it take you to put that together?
I thought about it probably the entire time they were engaged because I knew the second she was like, I'm engaged, I was like, shit, I have to give a speech. But I actually wrote it Valentine's morning in my bed.
Ooh. Valentine's morning when all the feels are feeling real. So what I noticed is you were holding her bouquet, your bouquet, then you got to look over, like, fix your dress too. What was the stress level like out there?
It was about a 10 because I was like, what am I supposed to do with these? Now the guy's like, fix her dress in front of everybody. So I'm like, hey, you take the bouquet, I'll fix the dress.
Well, you crushed it, but I would like to say, how tired did your arms get holding both of those the entire?
You see how fidgety I got near the end?
Well, I didn't know if you had a lot of ADD or if you were
No, it was very heavy.
very heavy. It
I would
looked
advise
heavy.
anyone to do some forearm exercises.
So we had a pretty good perspective on our end from the seats looking in. From their perspective looking out, how was the ceremony in your eyes and just what was your overall feeling of the event?
I just thought they had a nice ceremony. It was, I held it together until Benny started to cry. And then I started to cry. And I was like, I can't cry. I don't have any hands to help do anything else.
You'd have been
My hands are
hitting
full.
yourself with flowers to try to block the
But
tears.
I thought they had a very lovely ceremony.
Yeah, it was very lovely. If you were to give them maybe some words of wisdom from this point on, what maybe would you tell them? Are you married yourself?
Yeah.
She's married herself, so she should know what is going to happen.
Well, I guess I would say the classic don't go to bed happy.
Can't do it.
Just make up and then go to bed and the next day's a new day and just let it go.
That is very good. Very good words of wisdom. And we appreciate you coming on. It was a great interview. As you can see, unfortunately, she blew her leg out dancing on the dance floor to what song was your favorite?
Oh, gosh, there's so many good ones. I do love the old Get Low.
She broke her foot dancing to Get Low. And she's still out here having a great time with us. Appreciate you coming on the interview. Back to you, Tom. What is your name? You have to speak up.
I'm Jenny.
Jenny, you have a beautiful dress on this evening. If I'm being frank, and it's pardon the language, do you even know who the fuck these people are?
Not really, but I like them so far.
Doesn't even know who they are. She came here with a friend, and what would you say your experience was?
Are you kidding me? Everybody I met is so nice. I like them.
All of your friends, y'all, the ceremony, everything's great. This girl didn't even know anybody.
It doesn't even matter.
She's having a fucking great time.
Listen, you meet new friends, you befriend them, and who cares what the history is?
Who cares what the history is? We're all here just trying to get along. Speaking of getting along, what was your favorite song of the evening? I saw you shaking it.
Well, to be honest, the sisters stole my song because I like the Get Low.
Oh.
You know?
Hey, everybody likes to
And
get low.
the party ended way too early.
Too early. But we're still doing it, right? We're here.
I mean at the wedding.
So who did you come here with?
Alan Chu.
Alan Chu. Would you say that he was a good or bad date?
Only other Asian here.
The only other Asian here. Vinny, y'all will maybe recognize them in the videos. Only 2 Asians that we've had in the evening. So would you say your experience overall was great or terrible? Amazing. It was amazing. We appreciate you being here with us, coming on the show. It's great. Nice to meet you. Back to you, Tom. All right, we are here with Jeff. He gave me a more magical little wand than Knappilyeverafter because mine died after all these interviews. So, how are you even involved in this whole situation?
I don't know, actually. I'm kind of on the outskirts of it. I am Katie's sister's husband, so I am the brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. So you got roped into a lot of bullshit.
I think I provided the support that a lot of people needed to make this wedding go fairly well and smoothly. I think I had a big part in it. So.
Well, a lot of times, support's all you need, and this guy killed it. Just killed it. So you were on the dance floor a few times, I saw.
I was.
Tearing it up, making us look bad.
That's right.
What would you say your favorite song was?
We started a different mix tonight. I don't even know if I knew the name of the songs.
Did you twerk?
I did not. I watched the twerking.
The man watched the twerking.
It's first for me at a wedding.
And it was a first from you.
Yeah, cool. It was. It was.
It is kind of cool. What would you advise them from right now, even for the next year? Because you've only been here for a year and a half. Good advice to give them.
Vinny, she's always right. You have to tell her that she's right, even when you're right. Just say she's right. That's the main part.
We are here at Hotel Avalon with the beautiful Tootsie and Jane. And Jane is having a good time. So I'm going to ask each of you. You can each answer individually. From your perspective, the overall evening. How would you say it went, and what stood out in your mind about it?
I think it was a 10. Definitely a 10. Not an 8, but a 10.
Yeah.
The music was 11.
Music was 11.
Yeah. The food was a 12.
Food was a 12.
I think we had a really good time, and I think on the dance floor, I saw some things that were just
Wild.
really wild and will always stick out in my mind. It made me laugh more than I've laughed in a long time, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wish I'd videoed it myself.
There'll be videos. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
Thank you.
So, from your perspective on just the entire environment, Vinny, your daughter, how does that make you feel, and what was going through your head throughout the night?
Very happy, very excited, and blessed.
Yeah, Vinny's all right guy.
Awesome.
He's an all right dude.
Oh, from day one.
Oh yeah.
Day one.
And your daughter, no question's great.
Oh yeah, she's great.
So they make a pretty powerful couple.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
I think that I really love Vinny, and I love his Porsche. And I really wish that I was marrying him tonight.
Oh, hey. All right. Man, get off that. You're wild.
You asked.
Hey, you're honest. I like it. Honesty. That's all we need. So, they've been together for a little while. You've been married for how long?
37 years.
A long time. It's older. More time than I am old. So, what would you say just in the next year, not necessarily throughout their entire marriage, the next year, what would you give them advice on?
Be patient. Have a good sense of humor. Don't take anything seriously. Get plenty of sleep.
Plenty of sleep. I like that last one. Maybe I need to do a little bit more of that. So you're married as well?
Yes.
Yes. So you also can maybe give some good marital advice on just the next year, not necessarily their entire life. Next year, what would you tell them?
I would just say have a good time and love each other, and I guess you can love each other. It's not going to be a problem.
Just get after it is what she's saying.
Yeah. after us.
That's right. Is that what I gathered? So we appreciate y'all.
GTA. GTA.
What does that mean?
Isn't that what Georgia Southern is? Get after that ass?
Get that ass? Get after that ass.
That's a bad question.
Get after. Sorry, I don't know, maybe. All right, so what would you say? Last question. What was your favorite part of the evening? The ceremony. What about the ceremony did you enjoy?
When Vinny was crying.
That's true love and emotion.
Yeah.
You know that she's in good hands. That's awesome. What about you?
When they both cried during the vows, just signified true love.
True love.
Yep.
Well, you heard it here first.
Woohoo!
Thank you all for joining us. Back to you. So, when you've had a problem in the work environment, how have you fixed it? I'm kidding. She's worried about an interview. It's a joke interview. We are here at Avalon after the wedding with
Sandy Klein, Lamakia. Recently married. Getting recently married.
Yeah. You talk up Sandy?
Yes.
And last name is
Lamakia.
So, how do you know the bride or groom?
So Mike, my husband, was a groomsman in the wedding. So he works with Vinny, and I met Katie through Vinny, and we've all hung out.
So, when you saw him up there on the stage, along with the rest of the wedding party, and just what was going on, what was your feelings on the entire, I guess, feel of the day?
I thought it was beautiful, but when Mike first stood up, I said, she next to Dylan and Daniel because they're so tall.
Yeah.
So no.
Jeez. Yeah. So, maybe.
So I thought it was cute.
He managed his space wisely, is what we'll maybe say about that. So you only were here for 4 months. So what is some advice that you give them, not in a lifetime, because you don't know necessarily, but in the next 4 months of their marriage, maybe some hurdles they're going to have, and recommendations on anything that you can tell them?
I would say just talk it out. Don't get mad. Just try to take a step back and talk it out. Almost everything can be calmly talked out. We're apt to get heated, but you just take a step back and talk it out. It'll all work out.
What would you say of the entire night was your absolute favorite thing, hands down?
Finn's dance moves.
You can't use that. You can't use that. It's already been said.
Okay, the mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese has already been said.
Already been said. Okay.
I'm putting you on the spot. You're the last person.
Strawberry cake.
I think it may have been said, but we're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Had a great time tonight. Appreciate you coming on the air with us. Back to you, Tom. What's your name? You have to speak up. It's kind of loud in here.
Carol Martinez.
Carol Martinez, and behind you, the guy who does not want to get interviewed is
my amazing husband, Ronnie.
Ronnie in the background. So, what is your relationship with the couple?
Ronnie works with Vinny, and Vinny is amazing. He's like our own child.
So you like Vinny a lot. You met him, had a good time?
We have. Yeah. We did. I did.
If you were to give Vinny any advice on something he needs to improve on for marriage with such a beautiful bride, what would you say?
Just go with your heart. Trust is in number one. Just trust. But go with your heart. Love her with all your heart. And if there's any doubt or issues or any concerns, go straight to her. Don't leave it to doubt or thoughts, or go with it.
Could be one of the best advices we've had all evening.
Yes.
I mean, that's... So where do you live?
I live in Lilburn, Georgia.
How long did it take you to get to the wedding?
About 45 minutes.
Would you say that 45-minute drive was worth seeing such a spectacular ceremony?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. Like I said, Vinny's like our own son. Like our oldest son's getting married in May, and when we saw Vinny tonight, just as a mother, yeah, it was worth it.
Awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. We hope them the very best, and we appreciate you coming on the air with us.
You did.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right, we are here closing up the night with our very well-respected security guards. We've probably really kind of tarnished the entire atmosphere here. But what is your name? Ken and Jay. Ken and Jay, we really appreciate y'all taking care of us tonight. We're still going for the newlyweds. Speaking of newlyweds, have you been married before, or are you married?
No, I'm not married.
You have not been married. So what would you say maybe they need to look out for with maybe a tiger like you coming after her, and like what he needs to do to make sure he locks in the relationship?
Nah, I think he's fine, man. I mean, if he's got her, he did what he had to do to get her. So
yeah,
you ain't got to worry about me. He's good.
That's good. Have you been married?
No.
You've not been married either. We've got two vicious single bachelors. We need to maybe start a show on the two bachelors. Would you give them any advice, just from an outside point of view?
Keep his lady close.
Keep her close, because this guy might. Who knows? Keep her close.
Keep her close.
Keep her close. So, closing remarks from the evening. Somewhat happy with it. Somewhat not happy with it. Everything went pretty good.
Everything went well. Very happy.
Went well.
Very happy.
We appreciate you being here.
Yep, appreciate you.
Well, we appreciate you taking care of us.
Hey, no problem, my friend. I'm glad you guys had a good time, and I wish them all the best in their marriage.
Hey, you're the man. We'll talk about it.
We're here live. We're here live in the elevator. Everybody having a good time. Everybody's having a great time. Congratulations to both of you. We're having a great night.
Barstool. All right, we have been in the hotel for a while now. We are now officially up in the honeymoon suite for some reason. They invited us. What is your name?
John.
John? Amber. John and Amber. Have y'all enjoyed the wedding so far and all the festivities?
The festivities were lovely.
Lovely.
It was absolutely.
So, first off, I want to ask you, and then it's going to be a two-part question. I'll ask him.
I fail every interview I'm at,
So, how do you know the groom or bride?
I actually introduced the groom to the bride. So I'm the reason for this whole party.
This is literally the guy that introduced them.
I mean, I'm not just saying, I'm just saying.
No, I mean, that's great. And you're, how are you a part of the situation?
I don't know.
I was going to say, daughter.
Stop. You give me a
Date. We'll go with date.
Date.
We'll go with date.
Date for 1,000, Alex.
Date for 1,000, Alex.
He had Vinny's hat on backwards, his t-shirt on. They're wakeboarding on the same wakeboard. It was a wrap. I knew it in the first 5 minutes.
So, that's nice. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I have.
So, if you had a suggestion, not necessarily for the entire length of his marriage, but the next couple months, they're going to run into maybe some hiccups, brand new, newlyweds. What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to listen quickly and speak slowly.
So, we have interviewed a lot of your friends, family, people that really have a vested interest in you. We're here now, the rest of the evening, about to go to sleep. And the only thing I can think of as that you and Katie are both loved by a lot of great people, supported by a lot of great people, and we hope that everything works out for you. We know it's going to work out for you. Y'all have fun and take advice from some of the videos that we took from your, damn it. Restart.
Keep going. You can edit this out.
You are going to have a great rest of the life together. We appreciate the fact that you even invited us and made us a part of your entire evening. Love you both. Y'all take care, and all I can say is that I hope that y'all have a very happy marriage. And
hey, and my tiny little nipples went to France.
What did he just say?
Check the prompter.
Probably just fine. Evan, read the copy, please. The copy's good. Just read it.
We hope you have a wonderful life together, and I hope to be a part of it. I know that I've moved to Nashville, and I'm kind of out of sync, but keep me in the loop. I love y'all. This is all so fantastic. Take care and enjoy each other.
Back to you, Tom.
Benny!
601.
Joke interview? No,
you gotta do the interview. Katie!